Hey guys, it's Chloe, and today I am here with my 2015 review and my excitement and expectations for 2016. So 2015 was a rough year, but we've made it. I made it. Today is December 31st, New Year's Eve, and I'm going to review the different challenges that I did throughout the year, as well as what I planned on doing and didn't, what I wanted to do and did, and then I'm going to do the same thing except what I'm hoping for in 2016. So at the end of 2014, going right into 2015, I wrote some goals that I wanted to do for 2015, and some of them I made, some of them I didn't make, but that's okay. We still have another year. We can still try again. So the first goal I had is also a challenge at the same time. It's a reading challenge, and that was the Goodreads 2015 challenge, and I challenged myself to read 70 books. Soon I didn't realize that was happening because I was behind and it was really bad, so I changed it to 65. Then I think I was on track for like a few books, and then I fell behind again and realized that wasn't going to happen, so I changed it to 55. And I thought that would happen like a month or two ago, and it didn't, so I changed it to 50. And I told myself, like, one book away from reaching 50 when I changed it, and I told myself, if I just finish this one book, I will be happy with myself. And I finished that one book yesterday, and I completed the 2015 Goodreads challenge. I've done the challenge 2 years in a row now, and there's not a year that I haven't completed it, so I kind of would have felt bad if I didn't reach it, but I did, and now I'm happy. So I changed my reading goal 3 or 4 times before finally actually making it and being happy with it. The second challenge was to reach 500 subscribers, and I accomplished that goal on March 3rd, and that was really exciting. And considering last year I was aiming to reach, I think, 300 or 400 subscribers, and even though subscriber count for me is really slow, it's still fun the entire time. It's just like, well, am I going to make it? When am I going to make it? How long is it going to take? And it's really exciting. Whenever I make a goal during the year, I'll up it 50 subscribers, and I'll say, okay, well, I want to make, 550, 650, stuff like that. So then my goal went to reaching 550 subscribers, and I reached 550 on May 17th. So I upped it another 50. Then I wanted to make 600 subscribers, and what was really exciting is I made 600 subscribers on September 22nd, which is my birthday. So on my birthday, I made 600 subscribers, and that was really, really exciting. It made for a great, great birthday this year. And I upped it another 50, and I did not make this goal. I did not make the goal to 650, but it's okay because I made it to 645 subscribers. 5 subscribers away from reaching that goal by the end of the year. And it's okay though, it's okay. So my first goal of 2016 is actually going to be to reach 700 subscribers instead, because it's just a 55 subscriber difference, so it doesn't really matter to me. Another one of my goals was to shorten my TBR pile, and I can already tell you now I failed this completely because I'm not even sure how many books I have on my TBR pile. I don't even know. So we're just considering that not done, failed, no. And the last goal I had was the same goal that I had last year and did not make, but it was to read 5 series or complete 5 series. And last year I think I completed 3 because I forgot about the challenge until the end of the year. But this year I actually tried, and I got so close. I finished 4 series. So close to finishing that. But we're going to talk more about next year's goal in a little bit. I've changed it just a tad. Now we are going to go into the reading challenges that I attempted during 2015. First one we already talked about, which was the Goodreads challenge and how I completed that. The second one was the A to Z book challenge, which I did not complete, but I came pretty darn close to finishing. So real quickly, I'm just going to read off what I read for each letter, and then I'll tell you that I didn't make a certain letter. So, Attachments by Rainbow Rowell, Before the Claiming by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stohl, Cinder by Marissa Meyer, Dangerous Dream by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stohl, Every Day by David Levithan, Fairest by Marissa Meyer, The Goddess Test by Amy Carter, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling, I Hate My Selfie by Shane Dawson, I Didn't Get Anything for Jay, Kid Presidents by David Stabler, Looking for Alaska by John Green. The Mortal Heart by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I did not get N. Out of the Past by multiple authors. Paper Towns by John Green. I did not get Q. Ruby Red by Kirsten Gear. Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl. I did not get U. Very Good Lives by J.K. Rowling. Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick. And I did not get X, Y, or Z. So I only needed 7 other letters. I'm considering this a job well done. While I didn't fully complete it, I'm going to consider it a job well done anyway. The next challenge I actually kind of gave up on basically in March, but I tried to continue it until July or September, I think. It's called the 2015 Everything YA Reading Challenge. Never heard of it until like January, but each month on this, I don't know her name, but I'll link the blog down below. Each month there's a different challenge, and some of them I did, others I wrote incomplete on because I was just like, I slumped a lot this year. But for January, it was read a standalone novel, which I read Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. February, it was reread a favorite book. So I reread Dangerous Dream by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. Not necessarily my favorite book, but I did enjoy it, and it was really short to get through. For March, it was read a book someone else picked, which I used something from the TBR jar, and I did not complete that challenge because I wasn't really liking the book. April was read a book to movie adaptation. I cheated on this and I read a graphic novel that was more of like a TV to graphic novel adaptation. May was read a middle grade novel. I only read half of the last Harry Potter book. Read a summer themed novel for June. I read a contemporary, I read a contemporary book, but it's a memoir, and it was This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl. July was probably the easiest challenge, which was read a graphic novel, and I failed at that. August was read a children's book. Didn't do that. And September was listen to an audiobook, and I also didn't do that. And I gave up after September. I haven't looked at the post since then. Just not good. I did 2 other reading challenges. I did book bingo, and as I was looking at this yesterday, I didn't complete every square, but I did get a diagonal bingo in this. So this was the actual card. It's YA Reading Bingo, and I completed a lot. A book with a female heroine, I got that. A book set in a high school, got that. A book with a color in the title, got that. First book in a series, got that. A book set in the future, got that. A book with a breakup, got it. A book without a love triangle, got it. A book that became a movie, got it. A book with magic, got it. A free square, of course. A book with a dragon, got that. A graphic novel, got that. A book based on a myth, got that. A book with, this one's funny, a book with a lion, a witch, or a wardrobe. The book I read had a witch in it. A book with an incredible fight scene, got that. A book you heard about online, got it. A book set in another world, got it. And a book with an epic love story, got that. And the squares that got me the diagonal bingo were the first book in a series, a book that became a movie, the free square, a graphic novel, and a book with an incredible fight scene. So I'm considering that a job well done. And the last reading challenge that I did was called the 2015 Reading Challenge, which was presented by Pop Sugar, I believe it's a magazine. And there are 50 things on here, and I completed 26 of them. That's more than half. That's pretty good considering that there's 50 things on this piece of paper. I'm not going to read all of them, but the ones that I did complete are a book with more than 500 pages, a book published this year, a book written by someone under 30, a book with non-human characters, a funny book, a book by a female author, a book with a one-word title, a book of short stories, a book set in a different country, a non-fiction book, a popular author's first book, a book from an author you love that you haven't read yet, a book a friend recommended, a book based on a true story, a book at the bottom of your to-read list, a memoir, a book you can finish in a day, a book set in the future, a book set in high school, a book with a color in the title, a book with magic, a graphic novel, a book by an author you've never read before, a book you own but have never read, a book that was originally written in a different language, and a book set during Christmas. That's 26 of them out of 50 that I got done, and I am very, very happy with that number. And lastly, as far as a 2015 wrap-up, I just want to say the number of books that I read each month because it was vastly different from last year's. I don't remember last year's, but some numbers were the same and some were different. I did not read a lot this year. I think I read like 69 books last year, and this year I read 50. But in January, I read 6 books, February 7, March 9, April 3, May 2, June 5, July 4, August 2, September 3, October 4, November 4, and December 2 as well. So guys, that's all for my 2015 review. Now I'm going to go into my hopes and expectations for 2016. So going into the new year, I'm not only running this channel, but I'm also running a second channel, Chloessence Mackenzie, which is, you know, everything else. I've talked about that. But I have goals for each channel, but I'm only going to focus on the ones for this channel in this video. My 2016 goals that I have written down are reach 700 subscribers, finish 6 series, empty the TBR jar. I'm going to redo the TBR jar, but I'm actually, instead of emptying the TBR jar, I'm going to do the TBR challenge, which Kat from Cattytastic did last year. Oh, this year, it's still 2015. So I am going to do the TBR jar challenge and empty the TBR jar that way. Right now, I'm just not happy with how the TBR jar is. I don't even remember the last time I pulled a book from it and actually read it. But I'm going to reinvent the TBR jar just for 2016 and hopefully empty that. I want to have more flexibility with it, but I'll talk more about that in a little bit. I am, instead of wanting to read 70 books, I am reading 65 books this year. That is my hope. And my plan, not just with reading, but with this channel, is to upload 1 to 2 videos a week. That is it. I don't know how to explain this exactly, but I got a little like with videos the past few months. Now, for the past 2 weeks, I've been doing pretty well. I've stockpiled videos. They've been going out. I've been doing really well because I take days like this and I film a ton of videos. So filming is getting done. They're getting edited when I can't sleep. So it gets done. And the past few weeks, like the past 2 or 3 weeks, have been really good. So I'm hoping to get on a really good streak of uploading at least 2 videos a week. Once again, in the new year, I'm going to be attempting the A to Z book challenge, except now I am more pumped than ever. Now that we're going into 2016, now that the worst of 2015 is over, I'm ready. I'm just pumped for the new year, and I'm excited. I'm also writing down a ton of ideas for videos. I'm hoping to get back into Top 5 Wednesday, hopefully starting in January. I'm not the biggest fan of the topics that I've seen so far, but I need to really think about them and think about what I can do for them. I am once again going to be doing reading bingo, but this is a different kind of bingo because I joined the group that there is on Goodreads, and I just printed off the card from there. So this is what it looks like. I will leave a link down below to where you can go join this group on Goodreads. It's really fun. I'm excited. And lastly, I am doing the 2016 reading challenge presented by Pop Sugar. I downloaded this, or I know I printed it yesterday. I'm not going to read all of these because it's a lot, but I'm really, really excited. So guys, I think that is all I have for this video today. I'll be honest, 2015 came and just ran me over with a semi-truck. But there were some good times, some bad times, and some times. But I'm really excited for 2016, and I'm hoping that we have a great year together and separate, if that makes sense. But thank you guys so much for an amazing 2015, and I will see you guys in the new year. Happy 2016, guys.